Being in control is one of those key skills that all great men possess. It's also one of the hardest to master. You see, being a good man means you make sacrifices. Being a strong man means being able to push your limits physically. But being in control? That's dealing with stuff beyond your control. It means that no matter what life throws at you, you stay calm, you stay cool. Now, Cliff Booth is the epitome of cool, and that's what I'd like to discuss today. Played by Brad Pitt in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he's the kind of guy we secretly, or in this case openly, aspire to be. A man in total control. And he does it seemingly without effort. Having a friend like Cliff Booth is a valuable thing. Just ask Rick Dalton, played by Leonardo DiCaprio. As a stunt double for Leo's character, Cliff willingly operates in the shadows of this famous movie star, but doing way more than just his stunt work. Cliff is Rick's driver, mentor, psychiatrist and bodyguard, all in one, while demanding very little, if any, credit for it. Now that's another hard thing to do. Rick's career as an A-list actor is falling apart and he can't handle it one bit. The world of cinema he once ruled is changing, and there's simply no control to be had over that. It plays on his emotions, the only thing he could be in control of. But he doesn't know how to. At all. He's losing it, and he has one ego-driven breakdown after the other. He can't bear the thought of what people will think of him. He's also oblivious to the fact that with his career ending, he unwillingly drags his buddy Cliff's career down with him. So it speaks volumes that even though both men are nearing the end of an era, Cliff never once reminds Rick about his own feelings on the matter. And he doesn't have to, because he has those under control. Unlike Rick, he doesn't care what people think of him. Instead, he remains composed to help his friend deal with his emotions, even hilariously trying to shield Rick from showing his vulnerability to others than himself.
Don't cry in front of the Mexicans.
Outside of Hollywood, Cliff leads a simple life, in a trailer behind a movie theater, his dog being his only companion. It's minimalist, but it's enough. The emphasis here is always on how and when he acts, and not on what he has. Which brings me to Cliff's dialogue, which is equally limited. He mastered the art of silence, meaning that he rarely speaks, so when he does, everyone listens. That way his words have more weight to them. It's a tactic I wish more people used, because when all you do is blather around, the important parts risk being drowned out. But what truly speaks to me about Cliff's character is his confidence. He's not loud or showy. Hell, if it wasn't for his ridiculous good looks, you probably wouldn't even notice he's there. But boy, does he radiate this stuff. It's when you observe his mannerisms that you notice he does some peculiar shit, and he does it unapologetically. He doesn't care, and he refreshingly doesn't want anyone to know about it. Now that is true confidence. While we could all use a friend like Cliff, I'm afraid men like him are becoming scarcer by the minute. He's a guy who's willing and able to do the dirty work while letting a friend take the spotlight, without demanding any credit. He's never needy because he's content. Having created his own little bubble of happiness, he's at peace with the outside world being what it is, uncontrollable. He'll deal with issues as they present them. He has accepted that his successful run with Rick is about to end, and while they may lose the fame, they won't necessarily lose their friendship, which to Cliff was probably worth most all along. Earlier in the video I said that having a friend like Cliff is a valuable thing, but instead of looking for one, we ought to aspire to be a friend ourselves to others, like Cliff is to Rick. That's it for now. Hope you liked this little video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what other great manly characters you want me to tackle next time. Subscribe for more content like this to come. Until next time, brothers.